Okay, it's slowly coming, I think. Can you still hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so, and does it say live on your...
Mine doesn't say whether it's live or not because it's on my phone. But I think you just have to make sure it says broadcasting. Because if it's not broadcasting, then it doesn't record it. Can you guys hear me? Uh-oh.
Amanda, are you still there? Amanda, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can now.
Okay, sorry. I don't know why it kicked us off once I pushed live. Okay. So I'll get started on part one. It says, what is the null hypothesis for the significance test comparing two population proportions? And then we got P1 equals P2, or P1 does not equal, or P2 or P1 is greater than P2, or P1 is less than P2.
Okay, I got the same thing.
Perfect.
And then
Okay, I just for the number 2, I just wrote down the formula that they had, big long one. But I'll just go over what the numbers, what the variables or whatever, what they mean. So p hat 1 is the sample proportion for group 1, and p hat 2 is the sample proportion for group 2. P hat is the overall sample proportion. And then you have N1 and N2, and those are both the sample size for groups. You just want to make sure that you put the N sub 1 to be the first group and N sub 2 with the second group.
okay, same. And then number 3 for the confidence interval, it's like the equation that's the P with the squiggle over at 1 minus P squiggle 2 plus or minus C times the square root of, there's P1 then times 1 minus P1 over N1 plus N2, and then that plus P2 times 1 minus P2 over N2 plus 2. And then everything's the same like you said for the P hat 1, P hat 2, P hat, and N1 and N2. And then Z stands for sample test statistic.
Perfect.
Good. So with these, I noticed that they talked about these. We can come up with the answers using our, writing them down by hand, but we can also use them through Excel. So
yeah, the categorical one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a categorical one, and then you do, depending if it's 1 or 2.
Right.
Okay, so for 4A, to check the requirements, we just wanted to make sure that they were greater than or equal to or greater than 10, which they all were.
Right.
And then for state.
And then
for the null hypothesis, null and alternative. So the null is P sub 1 equals P sub 2, and the alternative is just that it's P1 is not equal to P sub 2. They want to know a difference.
And then for C, I got the test statistic is 3.309.
Perfect. And then the p-value was 0.0009.
Okay, that's what I got.
Then
let's see. We want to make sure that we include a sketch. We didn't do that. Change your p-value on the normal distribution curve with test statistic.
Yeah, so we just made the p-value, and then we did then we shaded in that 0.0009.
Right. And then for F, I said we would reject the null hypothesis.
Okay, yeah, perfect. And then because we rejected it, we had sufficient evidence to say that there was a difference.
And then the 95% confidence interval, the what is it? The lower bound is 0.045, and the upper bound is 0.166.
Okay, and then for interpreting the confidence interval, I said that with that confidence interval, it means we're 95% confident that the true difference in the proportion of men being label users and women being label users is different. So just between those two, 0.045 and 0.166.
Perfect.
Yeah, I hope we do well on these, because I mean all this stuff is it's just the same thing that we're learning every week. I mean, they're just the only difference is they're just adding more variables into the problems, but I don't understand what it is that we're doing wrong, because I mean I understand the confidence intervals and the p-values, the things. I understand what we're supposed to be doing, but for some reason we're just getting wrong. I feel like we understand when we reject the null, when we don't, or when we fail to reject it, that kind of stuff. So I don't understand what it is that we're doing wrong. And then we do well on our, on these homework assignments, or on the preparation, whatever you call it, the group meetings.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
And then it's the homework the homework, and then the test where it's just like completely different questions.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand, because always in the group meetings we get like A's like 90 or 100%, and then like every time we do the homework we get like really bad grades.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah, I think just the course is just not set up really good. There's no way for us. There's not enough resources for us to. Not enough homework assignments, preparation assignments to really practice what we know. All we have is this one group meeting together, and then what?
Yeah.
Yeah, all we do. Yeah, having the group meeting. Yeah, I mean all we have is this one group meeting, and then all the questions are the same from the reading. They're all the same in there. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just a little upset.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay, so we'll get the quiz. It's almost open. Do you have yours open?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Andrew, did you want to get yours open?
Yeah, mine's dead though.
Oh.
Maybe.
You need this. You can have it. Okay. So, see how we can do today. So for questions 3 through 8, we will review the PTC, I'm guessing that's to say testing study, with different data. Use data presented here. So let P1 be the proportion of females in the population who test PCT, and let P2 be the proportion of males in the proportion who taste PTC. The research question for this study is given here. Is the proportion of females who can taste PTC different from the proportion of males who can taste PTC?
Okay.
Okay, so use the data in the table to find P1.
So then P1 would be, so that's the number of females that can taste PTC. So then that would be 52 divided by 70.
Hold on, I'll pull some stuff. Let
How do you know what P has? How do you
use
know
the data in the table to
Huh?
find hat sub 1.
the P hat? How do you know that that's yes?
Because, so right before number 3 it says let P1 be the proportion of females in the population who can taste PTC. So
Okay.
the ones that can taste PTC, that's the yes. For the female, that's P1.
Okay. And then we would divide it by the whole. Where's the calculator at?
Yes.
Did you have the last?
Oh, I think it's over behind the
Wait,
stove.
but then we divide it by the total number of females, not the total overall, right?
I would think.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, because that's what they did in the book when they gave the example.
We go X.
So if that's the case, then did you get 0.743?
Yes, 0.743.
Sure.
And then for P2, that's for males instead of females. And for that one, I put in 1, 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so P1, I just want to make sure I get this all correct. So P1 is the first, wait, that's P tilde. We want to know P.
Yeah.
But there's no P hat.
If you go to the book, there's a really similar example to this one. It's in 2.1, and when they did what P hat 1 equals, they put the number of females that can taste PTC over the total number of females. And then same for males.
Okay, I'm opening it up. Hopefully it'll pull up here. Okay, so you said it was in
2.1.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So then it says, which hypothesis is appropriate for addressing the research? Well, wouldn't it be B?
I'd say the second one, where the null is P hat 1 equals P hat 2, and the alternative is P hat 1 is not equal to P hat 2.
So we're using P hat, right? Not P?
Right.
Okay. And then it says create a 95% confidence interval for P P1 minus P2. Can't we just put those in then to the Excel?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And then we'd use the two proportions. So then confidence level would be 0.95, and then the type of test would be not equal to, right?
Right. So X1 would be the total, right? No,
X1 is how many females did taste it.
Okay, so 52.
Yeah.
And 42. Wait, 52 and 70. And 42 and 59. So our p-hat should be the same then as those, correct? Yes, they are, so we're good there.
Oh, on those ones up there.
Yeah.
P sub 1, P sub 2. Create a 95% confidence interval for P sub 1, P sub 2.
So it doesn't give us the exact.
But it's really similar, so I'd say, wouldn't it be B?
Yeah, it'd be B.
Because it's only off by like 0.001.
Yeah.
0.01 to 2.0184.
Yeah.
Wait.
Negative, positive. So negative, positive. Where's your shovel over? Okay, so. So then we would look at our P value, which is 0.69, which is greater than 0.05.
So then we would fail to reject the null. Right?
And that would be B. No, that'd be F.
Wait.
You want to sit?
Yeah, so we would fail to reject the null since p-value is greater than.
So that would be C.
Yeah.
Here, sit right there. Here, sit right there.
So would we have sufficient or insufficient if we fail to reject?
So that means
Reject, so it's insufficient. What are you doing? How do you know? Well, go back to it.
Sorry, I was just saying my questions about.
And then it's just stress of the food portion. Okay, what's our null? So it's not, is it less? That's what we want to figure out.
Yeah, our null is different.
Okay, perfect. And that's it. Okay.
So then for 8 we got B. Is that what you got?
wait, there's insufficient evidence to suggest the proportion of females can taste is different. Wait, no, because we failed to reject the null. The null is saying that they're the same. So there's insufficient evidence to suggest. Wait.
When we reject when it's lower, we fail to reject when it's higher. When our p-value is higher than our significance.
Right.
When it's higher, we fail to reject, which is insufficient. And then when it's lower, we reject, which is sufficient.
That's the notes.
So the null is saying that proportion of females who can taste PTC is the same as males who can taste PTC. But we have, since we failed to reject that, that means we have sufficient evidence to say...
Well, wait, how do we know if we failed to reject?
Because here's my, that's that.
With the significance of...
Wait, you guys said it was B, right? That there's insufficient evidence?
Yes.
That is different? Okay, I agree with that. Sorry, I got confused for a little bit.
No,
No,
you're okay.
you're
We're always confused with this kind of stuff too. For some reason, we can't hear you. We can't hear you very good.
That means we accept the null. So we have insufficient evidence that it's different. Okay.
We can't hear you very well.
Can you hear us?
Can you guys hear me?
Just a little bit.
My volume, I can't hear you guys very well.
Yeah, it all of a sudden turned really low on us. Did it do that with you too?
It says it's high.
Is your volume up all the way?
Oh, she's off.
What? It's hard? It's because this class is stupid. The teacher is... Look at me. Can't hear anybody. Yeah, I don't want it.
Can you
Yeah, we can hear you now.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Okay, cool. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear
Okay.
me? Okay, cool.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we did 8. We got B for 8, so we'll move on to 9. So it says for questions 9 through 17, we will review the mortality rates and day of admissions, heart attack.
Day of admission, heart attacks. Study with different data.
Study with different data. Please use the data presented here. And then it gives the data of heart attack outcomes. And then it says let P1 be the proportion of patients who had a heart attack and were admitted on a weekday who died, and let P2 be proportion patients who had a heart attack and were admitted on the weekend who died. The research question for this study is given is the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on the weekend who die greater than the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on a weekday who die. Use a significance level of 0.05. So it says for 9, the conditions of conducting a hypothesis test are satisfied. And it just needs to be greater than 10, right? Or 5. Greater than 5. And they are. She's not there anymore. So, yeah, so it's true. And then this one, since we're looking for greater than, and we're in the P.
Let's go over and do it.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what keeps happening. It keeps disconnecting or something.
You're okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if you heard me read all that, but I'm not going to read it again. Sorry.
Okay.
So it says number 9, the condition of conducting a hypothesis test are satisfied, and with 2 proportion, isn't it just have to be greater than 5?
Yes.
Yes.
And that's obviously greater than 5, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll be true. And then we're using P1 and P2, and we're wanting to know the if there's a greater than. So then I got C.
Right.
And then it says use the data in the table to find P hat 1.
Okay, so we can just use Excel for that.
Wait, I have a question though, because in number 5 up top we did P hat, but in the equation or in the study it's using P1. So wouldn't we use P1 and not P hat?
Yeah, so maybe that one would be, so 5 would be D instead of B.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Just wanted to make sure we didn't get one or the other wrong. So then to find the P hat, we would take...
so it's patients who had a heart attack and were admitted on a weekday who died. So this would be using 1 proportion, right?
No, it'd be 2 still.
2 proportions?
Because we want to know the ones, we want to know the difference between weekend and weekday. And who died.
Oh, okay. So then X1 would be the 16713.
Yeah, 16713.
And then N1 would be the 118519.
Perfect. Yeah. And then 6155. And then for that is 4. 2, 4, 7.
That's the 95% confidence interval. Level.
And then we want to know greater than.
So then P hat 1 would be 0.141.
Okay. So. And then for the z-score, did you get negative 2.020?
Yes.
And then
did you do P2? P1 and P2?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 0.141 and then 0.145.
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
And then for the z-score, we'd put that in, and then we would shade to the right because we want greater than, right?
What did you say?
For number 14, we would shade to the right. Because we want to know greater than.
Wouldn't we shade to the left since it's negative?
What's negative?
The z-score. Well, that's what you would put in, but you want to know greater than that.
Oh, right. So we shade to the right. Okay.
And then for p-value.
Hold on. My internet is reloading.
So is ours. So our internet's reloading. I couldn't fix this. There we go.
Wait, 920?
Yeah. And then it's a confidence level. What did we say? That. So it's greater than. So we would.
What is a little greater than?
P-value.
So it's greater than our significance level. So it's, yeah. I just forget. If it's greater, we reject. Oh, if p-value is low, reject.
No, if the p-value is high. If p-value is low, we reject the null.
If the p-value is low, reject the null.
Is that it? I don't know.
If the p-value is low, reject the null. But if the p-value is high, so reject the null. I think it's failed to reject the null. Which one are we on? We'll have to look at it. Is it this one or this one?
We're on 3 now.
No, which one was it in?
Oh, I don't remember. Sorry.
Okay, so for p-value, 0.978.
Yep.
And then, since that's greater, reject the null.
Yeah.
P-value is low, reject the null.
What?
Oh, and Andrew was just saying that if it was low, then we would reject the null, but since it's high, we failed to reject.
Oh, right.
That we would have insufficient evidence, right? So B.
Wait. So we failed to reject. So there's insufficient evidence that they're greater than, right? B.
Okay. Perfect. Do you have any questions on them? I mean, this must fairly easy.
Nope.
No,
No questions.
I wish we could do the homework together, because I think what helps is we can compare like what we got. So if we didn't get the same, we could like go back over.
Yeah, I know.
With the homework, we don't get to do that. I don't know. I just need to get passing grades.
Yeah.
B.
Have you submitted it yet?
No.
I'm submitting it right now. We got 78%.
What the heck?
So what did we do wrong?
So we got 10 wrong.
What's 10? So maybe it is the p-hat.
And then it's not showing me what the right one is.
It can't be any of the other ones.
Because the alternative, wait. Yeah.
Because there's no other greater than.
But I don't know why it would be less than. And then we got 15, 16, and 17 wrong. So we got 4 wrong.
So our p-value, okay, so then probably what it is we need to do
The p-value needs to be right.
Needs to be less than. That word is different. You just do different.
Well, what is the question? What's the question? It says weekend who die greater than the proportion of the patients who have heart attack on hospital. We want to know if P1 is greater than P2.
Yeah, but it's saying that it's wrong.
Well, let's email them about it. That's wrong. Those are wrong. P1 is equal to P. Hold on. No, it's a one-tailed test, so we want it's either going to be this one or that one, because it's one test. Since it's greater, it's equal to, so it can't be. But it's not asking less than, so I have on it. Hospital on the weekend who die greater than the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on a weekday. So depending on which one's P2 and P1 and P2. So P1 is the proportion of patients who had a heart attack who are admitted on a weekday. That's P1. What does this say? Greater than the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on a weekday.
So it tricked us?
So it tricked us by saying, hold on. I just want to double check to make sure.
Yeah.
So P1 is heart attack on weekdays, and this states it second.
Oh, so it did trick us.
So it is less than.
So maybe that's what we need to look at really closely when we do our homework. Did you get that, Amanda?
So
that's probably what we're doing differently on things like that.
wait, so it asks, is the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on the weekend who die greater than the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on the weekend who die?
So really it's wanting to know.
P1.
Oh, so that was the null.
No, because the null's always equal to. So what it says is it wants to know if the weekend, which is P2, is greater than P1. If you switch that around, P1 would be less than P2.
Oh, okay.
So they just worded it in a tricky way where...
So at the beginning of the sentence it says, let P1 be the proportion of patients who had a heart attack and were admitted on a weekday. So that says weekday is P1. And then it says P2 be the proportion of patients who had a heart attack and were admitted on a weekend. So P1 is weekday, P2 is weekend, and then they just switch up the sentences in the very end. It says patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on a weekend, which is P2, who die greater than the proportion.
Well, that's stupid. Probably a lot of people got that wrong.
I bet a lot of people got that wrong. Yeah.
So we missed 17.
Yeah, because we missed 15 because we got the wrong p-value because we put the wrong statistic test. Therefore, we got 16 and 17 wrong because we were comparing those. So, yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. I guess we'll read the questions. Yes.
Yeah. So then we're meeting tomorrow instead of Thursday, right?
Yeah, you work, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes, tomorrow. We don't have...
So then what time do you guys want to meet tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Can we meet at 8? 8:30?
Hello?
Sorry, we're trying to figure out our schedule. Like 8:30 or 9, would that work for you? That'd be 9:30 or 10 your time. Is that too late?
That's okay. So, do you want to just meet at 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time tomorrow? Same as we did tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah. If we can, we have a ward activity. I don't know if we're going to it yet or what our plan is. If we don't go, then we could meet like at 8 or 9 your time.
Okay.
So I'll have Andrew text you and let you know.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know ahead of time.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll let you know probably. Yeah. Yeah. We'll let you know before. Yeah. Once we figure it out. Sorry, we don't know what we're doing.
I'll text
Can you guys? Oh wait, I can't really hear you.
Yeah, I'll send you a text tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.